It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. From the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Bryce Hall on the stop. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 21-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
7-yard line.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Quentin Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
The pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down to Singletary. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. So now the Jets are lining up to go for 2.
I'm going back to you. Lady, line 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Darnold now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Cannon on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this one is incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 30 on second down, Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 40.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
The ball carrier, C.J. Mosley on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
.63 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Their own 11-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This is Jakeem Grant. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
By
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Number 88.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This ball complete to Rager. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
That's the way. Slam, slam, slam.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Grant sets to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 26.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
3-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now a carry for Sanders. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Third and long, it's Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they are going for it. Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up. They gave him exactly what they needed.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold is going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here's Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
39-yard line.
Singletary again. Singletary, a first down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
He'll run on first down. Singletary. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carrier. Blake Cashman.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Darnold from the gun. And able to find Green. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it with Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On second and goal, Darnold got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Jets 27, Eagles 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
26, Miles.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. For a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles.
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there.
Johnson, it's poke free, football's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and that will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tim Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Third down.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to Devin Singletary. A gain of 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4. They'll go again with Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 54 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Falls down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles,